Hello, everybody. My name is Robert, and this is a short video to explain this intervention tracker that I created to help my children who are on the spectrum, and this is to help them with their IEP, but it could be used for pretty much, I think, all basic classroom management and based on the level of the student, and I hope it's useful. I will provide a link to the PDF and the Word document. I actually use Linux and LibreOffice Writer, so you should be able to adapt it and change it as you wish. But most of my materials that I create, I don't put written instructions. I use them. I teach how they should be used rather than write the instructions on the worksheet, so they're not that traditional. But they are simple, and just because they're simple, that doesn't mean they're easy until you know what to do. So let me show you what to do and let me show you how this works here. Um, just to zoom out here, this is see here if I don't know why I'm having a hard time zooming here. Um, I guess I'm not going to be zooming out here using this screen recorder. Sorry about that. But let me all the sections on this are the same, and how strange, I cannot zoom. Let's see here. Sure we can. I guess it's. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive my error here. I have an alert button in my other window here. Give me 1 second here. Let's try that again. Okay. So on this example, there's 5 classes. I also have a 7 class version of this, and all the classes, they're all the same except for the number. And this is designed to be printed and given out on a daily basis. And if the student or child has time to fill it out in the classroom, that's great. And if not, during lunchtime or immediately, for our family, immediately when they return home from school, if it wasn't filled out. And my wife and I, we like to review what's going on, for a multitude of different reasons. Um, but we also like to see how our child is dealing with what's going on in all different aspects. It needs to be broken down. Now, I know that teachers make a lot of great effort to put their curriculum online, and everything from class schedules to materials being used, but that doesn't always translate to student comprehension of what was being used, and sometimes plans are dynamic. So what might happen in the classroom might be different than what was planned to happen and what's listed on the curriculum map. But anyhow, that being said, this is very simple. Um, the child would write okay, first period, write the class name and the date. Okay. Um, this is class underneath the classwork section. This entire row right here is focusing on classwork. Short class topic summary. A simple couple sentences or sentence might suffice. A couple words or statement. Today we learned about the circumference or area, or we studied, the American Revolution, and which items were used in class today. Okay, you circle the correct value, and did they complete any classwork? It's all very self-explanatory. Um, their participation, but what's really important here, I'd like to draw your attention to the personal reflection. If they've said yes to any of these variables, they need to think themselves about how well they did it, and this is very important. And we're going to come to this. You have to excuse me a second here. Just- Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold right now. I'm a little bit congested if you can't tell. Um, Bear with me here. But reflection is very important, and also organization and and planning, and goal setting. This doesn't go into goal setting and planning so much. There's another rule and goal mastery tracker video that I've just uploaded. I suggest you check that out, and I'll try to put a link in the description of this video. Um, but very simple. Did you have any homework that was assigned in class? If yes, is it due tomorrow? If no, when is it due? And did you receive any homework? And did you turn in any homework in class? And what did you turn in? And how about a quiz? Did you have a quiz today or test? Do you have one tomorrow? And if you did, how do you think you did? And how about your class? Were you on time? How was your organization? How was your preparation? How was your behavior? And this is very vague and very general. And we're going to get to why in a second. And right here it says teacher appraisal. I would suggest that this is done sporadically. And sure, you could do it every single class if you want to, but doing it sporadically, we want the student and the child to self-reflect and to have a level of accountability and responsibility and trustworthiness and honesty. Um, Now, that's the easy part. That's pretty simple. I think all these values are pretty self-explanatory. Now, here's where the magic comes in. When our child comes home, we will sit down and we will ask, hey, we'll take a look at this. And we'll say, what did you do? What did you learn about? Oh, you learned about that. Really? Can you tell me some details about it? And let them reflect, let them explain. And tell me, oh, what movie did you, or what did you do? Can you tell me about that worksheet? And instead of playing telephone and wondering if they're going to give you the information that they did, you have the ability to ask them about the specifics, and you already know what was done. And if class was turned in, you know it was turned in, that way there's no missing work, and you know you're going to have homework. And at the same time, if later on they have a test and they have work that was the work that was received, but you didn't say that they've done it. You say, hey, we got this worksheet graded back. I don't remember you saying that you had to do that on Wednesday. And this helps increase accountability and organization and indirectly planning and completion and the academic side especially. Um, and it keeps parents in the loop. And it does so without, this is, believe it or not, this is a daily progress report that your own child is writing, and it gives the parents a lot of leverage in communication. And if there's a issue with any of these, then you could dive into these issues deeply. And did you understand that? What didn't you understand? And even for the teacher could get a good gauge of where the students are at by looking at their own self recollection of how well they understood something. Um, you could ask them about, oh, really, you participated? And you know what? There's a very famous saying that says the teacher is the learner. Okay, so when a student becomes the teacher, a child becomes the teacher, and they start telling you about their days, they're reflecting and they're learning about why this was good, and they might see it a different way when they're telling it to you than when they first went through the class themselves. So this gives them the opportunity to really um, reflect on their day, and that's very important. And if they took class notes, you say, well, why don't you show me? What were these notes about? And were you doing a good job? And it allows you to find different challenges within the everyday common classroom management scenario, and allows you to focus on problem areas, and allows you to be proactive and catch them as they arise, or to even look at an external assessment. Like one of my students has one of my children has point sheets, and the point sheets is very related to the teacher's perspective, and the teacher's perspective might be a little bit in sync or out of sync with the student's self perspective. And it's good to know the difference for various reasons. Um, and this is also a time saver. Instead of trying to find that right question and a child trying to manipulate his way or her way out, so you can't know which right. You didn't ask the magic question, so you're not going to know. This pretty much lays it all bare and 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 takes the guesswork out and instead allows you to have um, efficient communication and collaboration. Um, so that's very simple, I think, very self-explanatory. Every day I print these out and give them to my child, and every day they'll come home and we will review it. And I put some root cause for academic decline on here, and if you have spare time, you're welcome to look at these and talk to your children about it. Like, hey, personal quality. Did I try to keep my own high standards, or did I take good notes? Is what teach them what is work ethic, what is quality, what does that mean? And if you get your children in the habit, and routine is very important for autistic children, and I think children in general, but if they're facing and they're recognizing and they're segmenting and separating different parts of their daily routine, and if they're reflecting on different root causes, over time they're gonna have a much better association and self-reflection and be able to fix the details that are wrong and improve and learn from the details that are right. And it's a good way for the teacher and the students and the parents to bridge communication and to be more part of their daily experience, and also to support what's going on in the classroom. They could expand on what they see happening or what the challenges are that they read in these daily reports. Um, I'm actually using this, and I would like to have this and the Rule Goal Mastery Tracker be a part of their IEP. It's a requirement that our children do this, and yeah. Anyways, so like I said before, a good teacher never knows where this lesson's going to end, and I hope that this is helpful for other parents, and a special thanks to all the teachers out there who give their time and effort to help all of our kids. Have a great day, and thank you very much. I'll talk to you later on. If you have any questions, write some comments or send me an email. Thank you.